Hello everyone, it's been 2 years since my last video of the hobby room and 1 year since I've been blogging on yesterday's Airlines. Quite a bit has changed. In this video we'll have a look at the changes and let you see how the collection has expanded. Now, access to the hobby room is still through the trusty trapdoor, but as you can see, if comparing this to the old video, my old Shabbat cabinet has now moved over to the side and in fact has got some 1400s in it, the small Cathay Pacific and Dragonair fleet. In its place now we've got a new shelving area, and this has the Russians and the Australians, and beneath it we've got a lot of boxes which contain the boxes for most of the models. The UK and European area are still pretty much the same, a lot more models though than there were beforehand, especially Europeans. And a bit of an expansion in the British Airways and the BOAC fleets. You can see that the old US regulated area is still there. Again, it's looking a bit chocker nowadays though. And my first model airport, Dallas National, still around, perhaps could do a bit of work. There's been some expansion in the space at the top here, which is where most of the rest of the world lives. There's a little shelf in here for Mexicans, and we've got a bit of a room up here that I've made by shifting the Australians out of the way. I'm sure I'll fill it up with something in the near term. Moving over here, we've got one of my other model airport dioramas, Dallas National, which is a 1950s style or US airport, and then the Chinese collection, which has kind of gone a bit crazy in the last year. In the last video there wasn't any Chinese aircraft, and now we've got over 100. Air China, the other CAAC Offspring, China Eastern, China Southern, Shanghai, Yemen, Sichuan, and down to the H&A group. As I say, the regulated area pretty much the same as it was beforehand. Moving over to the side, we've got some books. The Braniff fleet, slightly larger than it used to be. The Pan Am fleet again, everything's slightly larger than it used to be. A few more Alaskans and Hawaiians, and then over to my current model airport diorama I'm working on. This is Xinlong, which is supposed to represent a modern Chinese airport. It's not finished yet. A very recent change has been creation of this little area for 1990s onwards United Airlines and 1990s onwards Delta, which has enabled me to have a bit more room in my 1990s fleet area for some more Continentals, and also just recently refurbed the 9As spot as well. Southwest nowadays has its own little area. Don't have a great deal of Southwest, but might get some more. And we've got the intrastate airlines and up to the local service carriers. At the top we've got all the US Air components, including America West, which nowadays gets its own shelf. Cool, so that's just a quick overview of the room as it is in late 2015. As you can see, space is at a bit of a premium. Don't think I'm going to be able to find a great deal more, but the collection is now at over 1,000, and yeah, I might be able to get to 1,500. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and please check out my website at Yesterday's Airlines, where there's tons of info about the history of the aviation industry, the 1/400 scale models, and aviation in general. Cheers!